South Africa is on the F around and find out stages. Gayton Mckenzie has effed around and now he is finding out. Family, today we are talking about the mask slipping. The Open Chats podcast scandal didn't just rattle the colored community in South Africa. It tore the band-aid of a much bigger wound. Don't know what the Open Chats podcast scandal is? It shows me that you haven't been watching my segments. In my previous segment, I did explain, but don't worry, I will fill you right in. Two young black podcasters made disgraceful, derogatory remarks about the colored community. Comments that were wrong, reckless, and hurtful. But here's where things get interesting. Patriotic Alliance leader Gayton Mckenzie jumped in guns blazing, demanding these young black men be cancelled, criminally charged, and dragged to the courts for their first offense. Sounds like a man standing up for his people, right? Except, and here's the kicker, this is the same Gayton Mckenzie who not long ago told us we should forgive white DA members for calling black people the K racial slur word and the N word when they were kids. They were not kids, they were in their 30s. In 2009, Ronaldo Gals was in his 30s when he called black people the K racial slur word and the N racial slur word and called for the unaliving of black people across the world. He was not a kid. He was a grown man who knew the difference between wrong and right. Anyway, Gayton Mckenzie said we should forgive the DA members for calling black people the K racial slur word and the N racial slur word long time ago. So apparently, when the racism comes from a white politician, it's forgive and forget. But when it comes from black youth, it's destroy their lives, cancel them, drag them to court, off with their heads. This double standard exposed something ugly. The Patriotic Alliance is looking less like a party for all South Africans in the GNU and more like a colored nationalist party that only swings into action when their group is insulted. And let me tell you, family, that is dangerous, especially for a government that claims to represent everyone. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, oh, it gets messier, child. Because this week, old tweets of Gayton Mckenzie resurfaced and they are explosive. We are talking about racist remarks towards black people. Tweets calling for the black race to be wiped out. You heard me. This is not ancient history. This is the man sitting in the halls of power right now as we speak. Check out this clip.
Gayton Mckenzie's many K-word posts have resurfaced, and man, Abahambe is about to have a whole new meaning. It's going to be Abahambe PA, Abahambe from Parliament, Abahambe Gayton from your ministry. It's actually kind of crazy how perfectly twistable and reusable his own slogan will now be against him. It's actually crazy to me that he or his team did not go through his old tweets once he started even just running for power, because the K word is such an unacceptable phrase from anyone. It's not like it's been reclaimed by black people even, the way the N word has in other parts of the world. And they didn't think to try and scrub the internet of any of this. Although according to this post from 2011 from Gayton, he thinks that the word is purely descriptive, not offensive at all. Just like this word that I'm sure Indian South Africans just love being called. The truth is that he knows that it's not an acceptable word coming out of his mouth because he stopped using it in public and online the second he started to seriously run for political office. And so yes, I'm sure Abahambe is going to be used completely differently from now on. It's also kind of amazing, can I just say, that it's taken this long for these posts to come up. It's kind of extraordinary to me that these haven't come up already. He's been living on borrowed time here politically.
So let's ask the real question. How is it possible that in a so-called democracy, people with a criminal record, people with openly racist, biased views are even allowed to hold government positions? It's not just hypocrisy. It's proof that South Africa is becoming a lawless state where morality is optional, accountability is negotiable, and leadership is up for sale to the highest bidder. Family, The open chat scandal isn't just about a bad joke on a podcast. It's about a country where unity is fake, justice is selective, and our leaders are free to play race games while the rest of us pay the price. You know what's crazy about this whole situation? What's crazy is that a lot of black people stood with coloreds, defended them against these open chat podcasters. We called these black kids out. The black communities called these black kids out. We scolded them, called them out. We called them all kinds of names for their derogatory remarks. On my Twitter, on my X page, I even said, cancel these kids because they have such a huge platform to make a difference in the youth, yet they use it for derogatory remarks and all kinds of divisive rhetoric. I mean, this podcast is to feed into the fantasy of pedophiles because it is a bunch of kids talking about sex tapes, OnlyFans, and high-end prostitution. Nothing that built the black community except to paint us out as horny bastards. We called out these black kids. I called out these black kids. We stood with the colored community. But since Gayton Mckenzie's racist tweets resurfaced, not even a single colored person came to our aid. Not even a single colored person called out Gayton Mckenzie for his racist remarks. The colored people of this country and their desperation for representation in parliament got us here today. It got us thugs dressed in suits in our government, which is a threat to national security if you ask me. And as such, the African Diaspora News Channel calls for the removal of Gayton Mckenzie as Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. South Africa, you have a problem and the mask just came off. Isn't it wild that Gayton Mckenzie suddenly has moral ethics, try to hold black kids accountable, and in the same breath, his old tweets about him being racist and biased resurface? Talk about karma. You can't teach morality when you yourself are an immoral human being. It doesn't work like that. It's so crazy that the timing of it all, oh my gosh, it's so perfect. Yo, imagine being taught the law by a criminal, a lawless person. I'm so sorry. I know we're not supposed to judge people based on their past, but Gayton Mckenzie is not rehabilitated. I am sorry. He used politics as an optic to get money. He is in the business of making money. Gayton Mckenzie does not care about the colored community, does not care about the black community. He certainly does not care about this country. He's not rehabilitated, man. These tweets and the fact that he's out there on Twitter defending these tweets. He even went as far as saying that, hey, I have a black mom. I can't be racist. I have a black mom. I can't be racist. I have a black goddaughter. Hey, white men sleep with black women knowing very well that they're very racist and they hate these women. It's just a fetish to them. Black people are just a fetish, something to fulfill their fantasies. Nothing more, nothing less. Even in the apartheid regime or during slavery, the masters and, the white people used to sleep with their black housemaids or their black slaves. They used to do that. So you having a black mother means nothing. The fact that you can even have the guts to give us that low reasoning capacity for your racist remarks, it's giving, I can't be a racist. I have black friends. Really? Check out what Gayton had to say. At this point, Gayton annoys me.
Me to be using the K word and to be racist. Are you saying that I hate my mother? Are you saying I hate... I'm even getting emotional. Are you saying I hate Marang because I'm a godfather to Marang? Are you saying that I hate my godchild? Are you saying I hate Kenny Kunene? Are you saying that I'm black, I'm colored, I'm mixed?
Yes, Gayton, you can have a black mom and still hate black people. We're not saying you hate your mom, but it is very much possible. You having black people in your circle means nothing. And I'm asking myself, if Gayton Mckenzie was so bold to say these racist remarks on Twitter, I wonder what is said about us in those business meetings when he's with his white friends, because we know Gayton loves himself a white circle, honey. He loves himself a white circle. I wonder what is said about us when he's having business meeting with that racist person, Rob Herzog. Yeah, we all know Rob Herzog, right? The same Rob Herzog that says black people are incapable of governing. Black people should not strive to be great. They must stick to being mediocre. And maybe as the white people, we might elevate them to greatness. But until then, black people should sit their ass down. That's what Rob Herzog is saying to us. The same Rob Herzog that invited Gayton Mckenzie to his seminar. The very same Rob Herzog that is best friend with Gayton Mckenzie. I wonder what is said about us in business meetings when he's asking for money to fund his political party that is dying. 2029 is coming, and Gayton Mckenzie's Patriotic Alliance Party is going to be down the trash. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Diaspora News Channel. And family, did you know that I have my own YouTube page where I dissect the problems and issues that plague the black community across the globe? I am doing what I'm doing here, but on my own channel, and I am very unfiltered and raw. And I know you appreciate me because of my unfiltered, raw commentaries. So if you want to get a dose of me, head over to the Native Talk on YouTube. The link is in the description box.